thanks for joining me today. I want to introduce you to my friend Mia that I met in HomeGoods. Today we're going to be focusing on all of the new spring florals, patio, and garden products they have, and a few extra sale items I found as we were here. All right, let's say goodbye to Mia, and I found her twin. This isn't marked down or anything, but for $50. How about that? A little resin outdoor dog statue that looks a lot like little Princess Mia. They have lots of flower pots, and some are resin, some are concrete. I really like this outdoor mushroom. It's currently priced $16. It has two smaller mushrooms underneath. They're kind of like a mosaic shell, really pretty. And they have several of these outdoor rabbits holding the lanterns. Those are solar powered. How about these cute little concrete ducks or a trio of frogs? I believe this is a bird bath. It's heavy in the front, so I was a little nervous that I would cause it to tip over. But it's really cute. And that is only $20. I did notice there's a stopper there in the middle, so I guess if you wanted to use it as a planter, you could just remove that stopper. These little sloths captured my heart. It's $40. Such a cutie, and the front of the log is hollow, so you could plant some kind of trailing plant or ivy in there. Found another one around on this side so you can get a better view. Isn't he a cutie? Taking his time and taking a nice long nap. I thought this plant stand was just gorgeous. That'd be really pretty on a patio for $160. There's several different platforms there for your plants, and it's kind of like a screen, a room divider, so you can pull that out and adjust it however far apart you'd like to put them. If you wanted to, you could have it sitting straight up with all of them stacked, one right on top of the other. Some really pretty faux plants there. These are real feel. I believe those are supposed to be aloe plants. I'm not sure. They could use a little dusting. Those are $150. They stand around 4 feet tall from the bottom of the pot to the tips of the leaves. These gorgeous peacocks are all through the store, and storks. This one is $40. He may not be a stork. He's some other kind of a seabird, but definitely peacocks, and these guys are beautiful. We'll take a closer look at them in a minute. They're $80, and they're about 4 feet tall, maybe 4.5 feet tall, from the tips of their cute little toes all the way up to the top of their head. There's some of those jewels, but we'll take a look at some more in a minute. They are absolutely beautiful, just stunning. This is a really pretty bird bath. It's kind of shallow, maybe 2 inches deep for water, but it is some kind of a molded concrete or stone. It is very heavy, suitable for outdoor use. I love the fish there. And then it has a poured resin or acrylic on the inside, and it's been done in layers to give it a realistic water look. That's only $80. And then nearby was this gorgeous garden pagoda. Now that is resin. Next I met this friend, the happy little capybara, ready for spring. That is a birdhouse. It's made of resin, and it comes with a jute twine to hang that up. Isn't he a cutie? So sweet, for $15. And this little piggy is also made of that heavy stone or molded concrete. Very cute, but very solid. Suitable for outside 100%. They even have some impressions in there to look like he has fossilized crustaceans printed in the stone. Beautiful flower pots. We took a look at this once before at another store, maybe TJ Maxx. I can't remember for sure. It's a beautiful ceramic birdhouse. This one is $25. And it does come with some jute twine to hang that up. There's a nice strong hanger that's one piece with the birdhouse. And I'm seeing a trend here of this fossilized imprinted stone. It's a really nice flower pot. This one's about a foot tall, I'd say 14 inches in diameter. Lots of beautiful florals coming in. Here's a grapevine wreath with some lavender on it. That is $40. Have to say we saw a better deal at TJ Maxx on a solid lavender wreath. Just depends on the style that you like. I prefer the other one, but this one is equally as lovely. Not sure if this is okay for outdoor. I believe I would keep this one inside unless you have a storm door in front of it. And hiding behind there is a daffodil wreath, but I wanted to get one more look at these leaves. It's a good quality grapevine wreath. Sometimes they're kind of rickety, but I think that one is substantial enough to hold up several years. It really is pretty greenery. Here's some more statues. At first I thought they were concrete, but then when I started trying to move them around a little bit, I realized that they were resin, and they're rather lightweight. I'm not sure how those would do in the wind if they weren't anchored down in some way. They are outdoor safe, and these are by Martha Stewart. Like I said, Martha Stewart is really putting a lot of products in these stores this year. I'm seeing more of her than in a long time. And for $40, there is this beautiful glowing orb with a little bird on top. Be really pretty in a garden or on a patio. Has a LED light inside, so I could see that would reflect and refract light and color all over. Some beautiful floral detail here on the side. This little lady is very hard for me to leave at the store. Isn't she exquisite? This little ballerina bunny is made of resin. She's rather lightweight. She's $50, and she comes with a little hemp rope, a big thick hemp rope actually, very substantial. You could hang her in a tree. Can you imagine how sweet and what a touch of whimsy that would add to any garden? She even has little ballet slippers. She's just so graceful and at peace. I love this little decoration. Here's another look at one of these peacocks. This is the shorter version. It's probably 1.5 feet tall. This one's $50, and just look at all of those gorgeous aqua, green, purple, and blues in her, with all of this filigree work. This one is sculpted of metal, so it's a little more lightweight. I don't see why it couldn't be outside. I may put it in a covered area, but I'm pretty sure that it has been sealed to protect it from weather. And yet another version. This one is also about 1.5 feet tall, and I just wanted to zoom in here and show you these lovely feathers with the turquoise jewels. Can you imagine the sunlight hitting that and reflecting little particles of light all over? So many beautiful spring florals have come in, And I say welcome after all of this snow. Some beautiful faux greenery. I like how this is cascading out of the pot. This plant is $17. It comes in a little resin container. And they have all kinds of pre-arranged potted flowers. They're all silk, of course. Many of them are Real Touch. One thing I'm not seeing here that I did see at Hobby Lobby is UV protected coatings on the plants. There may be some if I were to dig a little bit deeper. How about this friendly little turtle for your garden or patio? Isn't he cute with the little boxwood arrangement on his back? He is $30. And this one is UV resistant, so it'd be fine to put outside at the entry door or on your patio. What a cutie. I was taken back by this beautiful umbrella. It's only $100 and it's 9 feet in diameter. This thing is huge. And look at the beautiful floral print with the solid on top. I've always wondered why we didn't put the pretty side on the bottom so that we could enjoy it. And this one, in fact, has done just that. It may be reversible. Look at this gorgeous piece. It's a casserole, rectangular, around 8 by 10 inches. And it's only $15. I love all of these. The butter dish, these are just gorgeous. That one is $8. And we can see there the brand name is Grace Teaware. So many beautiful pieces. I love this little tea set. It's also by Grace Teaware in the same pattern. Little porcelain tea set. It comes with 4 teacups and saucers. And this is $15. What wonderful gifts these would make. There are also some beautiful porcelain canisters. This is a lovely collection altogether. A beautiful little shamrock teapot, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. It's just around the corner. This one is $13. And I will point out that most of the Valentine decor is selling out very quickly. There's a little bit of it left, even less as of this visit of St. Patrick's Day. And here in the stationery are some really fun puzzles. What a great way to pass these sub-zero, snowy, icy days. This one would keep you busy for a while. And I love this little book club van puzzle. Lots to choose from, and the timing is perfect. I also want to show you some of these beautiful bedding sets that they have in stock. Lots of Laura Ashley and Restore sheets for around $40 for the queen. Very beautiful, shabby chic, or you could go cottagecore with that. Beautiful designs. Those are 100% cotton. And around the corner I found a clearance section of sheets. A lot of these are flannel and they're marked back anywhere from $15 to $25. There's some Ralph Lauren sheet sets. The Vintage Classic. This is a nice set for $40. Oh, I'm sorry, those are $49 for the queen sheets. Look at these beautiful Laura Ashley comforters that are now on clearance for $60 for the full queen. I may be mistaken, but I think those were $80 at TJ Maxx for very similar, if not the same comforter. That comes with a comforter and 2 standard pillow shams. It's nice and plush, has a stripe pattern on the back and kind of a floral tulle on the front. Another clearance section here. I'm loving the clearances because these are a bit pricey to begin with. And here we have some drapes and shower curtains, lots of bath items like towels, washcloths, and a couple of waste baskets. I was a little confused because I kept finding these resin floral waste baskets in different areas, but these have been marked down to $15. I think this white with the pearlescent sheen is beautiful. Look at that design. And these are rather heavy, which in my book is a plus. They won't turn over easily. That one is also $15. I found them in a couple of different spots with different prices, so I was happy to see them with the clearance sticker clarifying. Here, there, and everywhere, I keep finding these little glass and gold jewel boxes. I think they're just so sweet and they'd make such nice gifts and a way to organize small items. This one has been marked down to $12. But glass with gold trim is definitely trending this year. So dainty and just a nice little Valentine. I like the textured glass on the front of this one. Lots of soap pumps in all styles and colors, and they've all been reduced between $7 and $12. You can even have a decorative toilet brush. I thought this soap pump was particularly neat. I thought it was glass at first, but it's more of a thick plexiglass. That's $12. And in my mom mind, I'm thinking, yes, it may make a mess with younger kids, but you'd have to fill it so few times because it holds so much. And here's also a coordinating box that you could put Q-tips in, cotton swabs, cotton balls. That's $7. Very sleek and modern. Of course, they'd go with any decor because they're clear. And these are not on clearance, but I love these little details. Even shower curtain hooks. Look at these little strawberry shower curtain hooks. These are the Easy Glide hooks that have the rollers on top. And you get all of those for $10. I like that they're completely enclosed. They're not open, so when you pull the shower curtain, they're not going to come off track. They also have those in cherries. I felt like I was entering a scene from Snow White when I turned this mirror over. It's $17. And I noticed that it's manufactured by a lighting company, and you may know, let me know in the comments, but somehow I believe this is supposed to light up. Even if not, isn't that a beautiful mirror? Kind of a vintage vibe. This set is just gorgeous with Lily of the Valley, really pretty blue. Has some butterflies on there. The soap pump is $12.99. It's also very sizey and it has a wide base to keep it from toppling over so easily. And there's a coordinating tray to organize everything on and waste baskets as well. These are made of glass, so if you're going to have grandchildren or children in the house, that's something to keep in mind. These are $30 right now. And again, with the fancy little toilet brush holder, why not? Speaking of toilet brush holders, you could have your very own, is this an apple or a cherry, for $17, and a strawberry toilet brush holder. And another strawberry, but this one is a cat toy. It stands about 1.5 feet tall. There's a plush, crinkly, fuzzy fleece top, and then the bottom has rattan rope wrapped around there so they can scratch and play. Very cute, lots of fun. Has a good base to keep it standing upright, and that is $35. I can imagine little kittens all around it. This is a really cute and unique cat toy, and it's only $20 with a beautiful wooden base. Have you ever seen a snail cat scratcher before? I just thought that was really unique. What a fun thing to display in your home and also entertain your cats at the same time. For $20, there's also this rolling or scrolling cat scratch toy that looks like a lot of fun. For $70, I found the cutest basket I believe I've ever seen in my life. It's a little house. Now I can imagine toddlers trying to crawl in that. I don't know if that would be a problem or not. It's pretty tall. It's 3.5 to 4 feet tall at the highest pitch of the roof, the highest peak there. And there's some others nesting in here. They were too hard for me to pull out while I was holding the camera, so I'm not sure what other sizes they had. But that seems like the perfect solution as a toy box or an animal toy box. The sweetest little basket I've seen. Here's another clearance section with some storage solutions. These wire baskets with a canvas bag inside are $12 each. And they have lots of felt baskets, wooden baskets, plastic baskets, any kind of basket you may need. This is a cute one. It's like a round laundry hamper. It's marked down to $40, which in my book is still a little bit pricey. These are neat iridescent storage bins on the bottom, and here are yet even more of these beautiful, clear, dainty little jewelry boxes or any kind of storage boxes. These are a more heavy glass. They're $12. And look at that gold band around the top with the gold bow. So sweet. And here's one that's golden glass with a peach rose on top. This one has little feet and it's $12. If you need something for your Valentine, you may want to go on over to HomeGoods and snatch up a couple of these little boxes. You could present it to them on its own or fill it with some special sparkly jewelry. These are nice little zipper cases, $17. A little bit expensive, but if you want to pamper somebody or pamper yourself, they'd be nice for traveling to put your jewelry or lingerie items in. Very beautiful leather with some pretty floral designs on there. It'd also make a nice makeup case. You could put all kinds of cosmetics in there. And they have several different styles to choose from. They have several of these tiered trays. Some are plastic and some are glass. You just kind of have to look through. They average $10 to $14. And I like this little trio tray up on a brass stand. They have $17 on those. Be fun for candies, or you could put a little votive in each one of those. They had several of these 3-drawer organizers by Cupcakes and Cashmere. They always have the cutest little items. These are lined in a nice velvety felt to protect your items. They're $25 each. Here's the same type of thing in blue. Those clear pulls with the silver sides in the front are beautiful, very elegant. Perfect to put small items in. You could even use a drawer like in your bathroom, one for cotton swabs, one for cotton rounds, one for cotton balls, to organize with those. And they also have coordinating jewelry boxes with ring holders and room for bracelets on the sides. The jewel boxes are $17. Some travel watch boxes to keep everything safe. Some more canvas bins for storage. These are open bins. This one is $10. Really cute spring design on there. That'd be nice for a nursery. These are really neat that have the solid pattern or the solid fabric on the outside and then pattern fabric on the inside. Very cottage core. Those are $25. Probably 1.5 feet deep or wide by 3 feet long, and I'd say 2 feet deep. They also have these coordinating smaller baskets with bamboo handles. The smallest one here is $10. Beautiful storage options. This is a canvas covered box for $29.99. Just a little hint, you could use spray-on adhesive on any cardboard box and make those for yourself at a fraction of the price in the fabric of your choice. I like this little trunk. It's covered in leather. And look at this adorable little basket. That's a van or maybe a trolley. That's $60. Oh, I see now. It's a fire truck. There's a light on top. Be a fun little toy box. It is rather small. What would you do with this cute little fire truck? Guess you could use it as a planter if you put a liner in it. That's lots of fun. And here's another one of those glass planters. This one is on clearance for $8. That's a great deal. I believe they were $20 at TJ Maxx. This one's pink, and it has some little bubbles in the glass. Wonder if that would hold a small umbrella by the door. You could put that in the floor by your entryway. Lots of odds and ends glassware on clearance. This is one of those kind of mishmash sections where you never know what you're going to find. Some of it's on clearance, some of it's misplaced. It's like a fun treasure hunt. These plates are lovely. Such a rich, deep rose between a mauve and burgundy color and the tulle there around the edges. Those are now $4.50 each. It's a nice heavy plate. That's the kind of plate my grandmother would bring out at Thanksgiving, and we'd put all the yummy food on. Beautiful. Taking a look here at the stationery, there are all kinds of journals. Some of them are paperboard, some of them are leather bound. You just kind of have to look through. There's a little pink journal with a locket. I love these miniature or extra small side table lamps. Aren't those cute? The shades are so unique. I love this blue and white shade, kind of a botanical design. This one's $20. Then you have your medium lamps. Thought this one was gorgeous. A little bit pricier, but it is a larger lamp. The glass base and a pleated white lamp with blue trim for $60. This is an elegant Laura Ashley lamp. It's $60. Look at the filigree there in the gold, and this breathtakingly beautiful shade with the peacocks and the birds flying. And then speaking of rare finds, look at this gorgeous flamingo lamp with the pretty pink feathers, and it all lights up there in the center. She is $50. She's standing on a gold base. I don't think the light is adjustable, but I had to find out what she would look like when the light is off. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, she's just as beautiful when the light is off. What an interesting conversation piece. A lot of fun. Here's some more interesting conversation pieces. How about a monkey holding a light bulb as a lamp? Those are a lot of fun. They're $40. The monkeys have a lot of details in there. Look at their little toes, or their long toes and fingers. So funny. I love them. Here's a water can lamp base. I'd like to see that one with the light on, but I'm not gonna plug it in. I did notice it has a remote, and there are adjustable LED lights in there. Here's a beautiful golden swan lamp base on a clear acrylic stand. And I've never thought of using a black lampshade, but I think they're quite elegant. Those are currently on clearance for $30 each. These Opulent lamp bases and lamps are only $50. I say only because that is a piece of art. That's not just a lamp. And I don't see why you couldn't use those for little, maybe not chocolates, but hard candies or something like that. Or you could put flower petals in there, colored stones. Tell me, what are your ideas? What would you put in these lamps? Would you use them just as is? Maybe some Easter grass and Easter eggs? Would you dare use them as planters? Here's another unique cube lamp base for $50. Of course, it comes with the lamp shade that's coordinating. Here's another lamp shade that I think is just stunning. The blue and white. Lots of blue and white in the store right now. Wanted to point out a few pieces of clearance furniture for $200. They have this leather swivel chair. Looks nice and plush and comfy. I think in the past I've seen those for near $500, so that's a pretty good price. Here's a half moon table that you could push all the way against the wall. That one's now half price at $100. There's a nice black lacquer on there. Here's a fun footstool or ottoman. I took a look at this before. Jokingly named it Cousin It, but for $30, if you like cowboy suede fringe, then this is the ottoman for you. Here's another fun lamp for $50. Not sure if that's a moth, a butterfly, or some other kind of insect. I'd like to see that one all lit up. Here are some lipstick lamps for $30. Those would be fun in a teen or a preteen's room. And hiding in the corner of this floral section was this sweet little fairy. She's sitting there so innocently looking up. Maybe she's gazing at the stars. She's $8 and she is resin. Beautiful wings on her. I love that patina. Some beautiful urns, canisters, and vases over here. Again, we're seeing lots of blue and white. There's a nice resin elephant. And yet another clearance section. We're going to take a little peek here. I know we've covered a lot, but there's just so much to show you. I didn't want to leave anything out. There are lots of books and tableware, disposable tableware. These are really neat. There's 10 sets of pre-wrapped flatware. It's pretty heavy plastic flatware. That's $5 for the set. Be nice for a shower, bridal shower. Here's some stitched canvas art kits if you need a little craft to do during all of this crazy weather. Paper and palm, create your own stitched canvas art. Step-by-step instructions included. Interesting. Those are only $5. That may be a fun way to pass some time till it's a little bit warmer outside, and you could also give that as a gift. Looks like some kind of a yarn punch maybe to create that design. I don't think it's latch hook. Have you ever done anything like this? The stitched canvas art? Let me know in the comments if that turned out well for you. Here's a pampering clearance section and some very comfy knitted slippers with some pom-poms on there. Let's check the price. $8. It's interesting to see how the prices vary even from in very similar stores. These are fun little travel cases for $13. Colored sequins all over. Lots of fun. You definitely know which one belongs to you. This is a fun, sort of like a rose gold. I like that it has the mirror on there on the outside. And I think that is going to do it for today. Boy, what a great visit we had to HomeGoods. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and share. That's how you say thanks. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, everybody out there, take care, stay warm, and God bless.